love Derren Brown.
I hate Derren Brown.
Oh, interesting.
He's one of the few people that I will ever loathe. He was on
Why?
Sherlock, and I never will be. And I refuse to be jealous of anyone, but damn it, he was on Sherlock. You know what? I'm always going to loathe that guy. I mean, hey, look, I never had a shot to be on Sherlock, but it doesn't matter. He was, and man, I loved that show.
And one of the things that he talks about that I found really interesting is different kinds of inductions. And I wonder if we can get into maybe some of the mechanics of
Yeah.
some of the inductions. Like, for instance, I know there's something called a handshake induction, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but the idea is you go to shake someone's hand and you, at the last minute, sort of move your hand or change it so that it sort of interrupts this automaticity of like shaking a hand. And in so doing, it somehow makes them more suggestible.
Sort of. If you were to walk up to a stranger and attempt to do that with almost 99.9% accuracy, I would tell you it's never going to happen. There are styles of hypnosis. The most common style is what's called progressive muscle relaxation, where you're just helping a person relax into that state. There's a couple of points of view. Some say it's a relaxed state. Some say it's overloading the nervous system to create kind of a frozen response. Every induction is a tool in a box. It really is. But the most powerful induction into the state of hypnosis is for the participant to accept that you're a hypnotist.
Oh, interesting. So it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way where you know that you're on a hypnotism show and you know that this person's a professional hypnotist and
I got into let's just say, spirited philosophy disagreement with somebody where I challenged them to put their money where their mouth was because I said they could hypnotize anybody in 5 seconds. As soon as they put up their money, I said, okay, me. Of course, I don't want to go under at that point, so I'm not going to. Give them double or nothing. My wife, give you a chance to get your money back again. That waitress with a full tray of drinks. So all these people had no desire to be hypnotized. And I said, all right. And he kind of pointed to somebody at a bar. And I said, yes, go for it. That person. And he went up to her and said, hello, my name is, and then I went, time. And when I haven't started yet, I said, no, you said anyone in 5 seconds. You're introducing yourself. You're telling people what you do. You are doing everything you can so that when you get to that 5 second part, they are ready to want to go on this journey with you, which means you needed a minute or two before you got to that 5 seconds, which means that minute or two is important.
that first minute is almost kind of like setting the tone of the fact that you're a hypnotist and that they're, getting their buy-in
Yes. Yep.
on doing this and being okay with doing it. Because I feel like it sounds like if you want to resist, you
There's
it,
no
you
resisting. If you
can.
don't want to do it, you're not going to do it.
Right.
It's that simple. I can't look at you and go, relax and listen to me. To put it in a semi-vulgar manner, if somebody walked up to you on the street and asked you to drop their pants while they were putting on a rubber glove, you're probably not going to do it. But you go to a doctor's office and they tell you to, you will.
Right.
When you put yourself in a frame of mind that says, I'm going to give this person the opportunity to show me their professionalism for whatever reason. There's been so many of these videos of like the world class championship violin player who is playing Radio City Music Hall tonight, and the tickets are $300 a piece. And he goes to the subway, and most people don't even throw change into his case. And it's not that he's any better or worse than the subway, but you don't value that person you see in the subway. You don't know why you're supposed to value them. You don't know why you should take time out of your day to stop and listen.
Right. It's kind of like an authority thing. If you see someone on stage, you've paid $300 a ticket, you know they're going to be good.
Yep.
But if
Now,
you,
granted, I charge $34 a ticket, but yes.
well, there you go. I guess the buy-in from the audience member will hinge on how confident you are as a performer. Because if you're
It
stumbling
does.
over yourself and, you look nervous or unconfident, then it would be much easier for them to go, this guy's not it.
It depends. And what I mean by it depends is who's funnier, George Carlin or Jerry Lewis? George Carlin, who is always in control, Jerry Lewis, who looked like he was falling apart at any given second.
It
However,
depends. It depends. It's
yeah, if you can portray yourself in a way that people bond to and accept, you could be that character if it works for you in the audience. But you're right, the prestige means a lot. If